Commiserations, Alex. A really close-fought one. Perhaps the score maybe flattered Irish in the end. How did you see that one go?
Yeah, I don't think it flattered their execution, which I thought was brilliant today. They obviously saw something in and around our backfield with those crossfield kicks, and scored a couple of tries from that. So fair play to them. They've been showing some decent form, and they're on form again today. Could have snuck it. With the unbelievable tackle on Koba's Visa, which put him off the field, and overplaying our hand in terms of the bench, so I'll take that. It means we had to go down to 14 men and 7 in a scrum, because we would have scrummed at that point under the sticks, and then it's a different game. But that's just me crying over spilt milk, innit? Like they got momentum of the game again, and they do what they've done consistently well in the Prem, and they executed in our defending third. So it was a well-deserved win for Irish. That.
Yeah, a couple of things went against you. One in the first half, the Facundo Hehenya yellow card. How did you see that yellow card, red card?
It's definitely a sanction under due process, and I'd like to see less of that interfering with the outcome of the game. So I'm in support of the mitigating factors that dropped it to a yellow. When we capitalised, we got ourselves back in the game on the back of it. So for it to have an influence but not have total effect on the outcome, I think it's probably a just call.
That's very magnanimous of you. We talked pre-match about the lack of starting time that the players had in those positions. Do you think that was a factor today, especially in the back line?
Yeah, we definitely lacked execution. And that was the difference between the two sides in either end of the field, I thought. We had our chances, we just didn't take them. And in parts of the kicking game, we looked good on the contestables, but poor in the kicking battles. We lost the majority of them. So there's learns in there for us. And the biggest learns are that these kind of games can turn on very small hinges, particularly away from home in the Premiership. And then the score snowballs as it did today, which is not a true reflection of the effort that the lads put in. But we will learn from it. We want to be the fastest learning team if we can, going into this final stretch, the business end, which we're now going into. And we'll lick our wounds and watch that game on the way home. And we'll come back into the Prem in it's about 3 weeks' time, refreshed and invigorated and ready to finish strong.
You talked about your away form there. Obviously struggled a bit on the road recently. How important does that then make getting a top 2 berth and getting a home semi-final?
Yeah, but then you still got to win away from home, haven't you, for a final if you do get there. It's very cliche, isn't it? It's very important for us because we feel stronger at home, and it's not a nice place to come, the AJ Bell. So we are going to fight tooth and nail to get that home semi, and we're in a good position right now. Let's not let this result, well, it won't affect our belief in our ability when we've got a full strength, full firing team out that we can take on anyone. We believe that. So now we've just got to prove it, haven't we? We've got about 8 weeks to prove it.
Best of luck for those 8 weeks, Alex. Thanks as always.
Thank you. Cheers.